Well, just a couple procedural things. Miss Rush has approached me about Miss Barnett having a couple support people in the courtroom. I have no objections to that if you are okay with that.
We can open it up to some support people for the defendant if both parties agreed.
Prosecution agrees. Miss Rush?
Yeah, I have no objections, Your Honor.
Rossi, bring Mr. Butters and yourself in the courtroom. Lock the door behind yourself.
He had a internet crash, so I don't know if he's gonna be able to, but Rossi will be in. At least.
Chanford. Mr. Williams just had to run a quick errand. He'll be here in a moment.
It should be opposite.
With that being said, there is no reason we cannot begin. So, Your Honor, this is the first appearance for Peyton Barnett on possible murder times 3. For this first appearance, I'd like to make an application before the court to have a psychiatric or mental health evaluation done. The state is requesting a fitness evaluation. We find ourselves in a very unique and kind of sad position of having to investigate one of our own employees for a very serious crime.
Thanks for the follow, Lo.
In order to understand where we are, the state is going to present the events from yesterday as they unfolded.
Yeah.
We received a 911 dispatch from Miss Barnett just saying River. Officers Artemis Walker and River Rossi responded to that call and arrived on scene at Parsons Rehabilitation Facility. They found Miss Barnett was on scene with blood on her hands, and there were 3 dead bodies. Detective Sergeant Artemis Walker and Detective Rossi were the first on scene, and they saw Miss Barnett sitting against the tree, and her hands were bloody and swollen. All 3 victims appeared to have died from blunt force trauma to their bodies. Detective Rossi started talking to Miss Barnett. Miss Barnett didn't seem like she was there mentally. She stayed silent the whole time. Detective Rossi asked her if she knew what she had to do, and she nodded. Miss Barnett was placed in cuffs and read her Miranda warning, and she acknowledged that she understood. Due to Miss Barnett having been in the care of Parsons due to suspected mental health issues and her non-responsiveness, the state is requesting this evaluation to determine if she is mentally fit and mentally aware at the time that these murders were committed, and if she understands the potential legal ramifications of her actions. The state is troubled by this triple murder while in the care of Parsons Rehabilitation, and is conscious of the fact that there are 3 families that are now grieving with the loss of a loved one.
Sounds like he's struggling to say
We are also
this.
cognizant of the fact that Miss Barnett is a member of the LSPD. The state is trying to balance the call for justice from the families who have been wounded and will carry a scar around with them for the rest of their lives, with the fact that we have a duty of care to those that have answered the call to service for the state of San Andreas. Everyone carries their own baggage, but yet those who answer the call are expected to carry their own trauma along with the trauma they experience throughout their careers. What would it say about us as leaders if we didn't try to help and just abandon them at their hour of need?
Oh, Foote!
They have seen the horror of what humans can do to each other. The blood, broken bones, the abuse, the fear of those being victimized. We all deal with this every day, and unfortunately, this has a cumulative effect and can break even the strongest of us. I cannot, and I will not, abandon Miss Barnett at this hour, and this is why I'm asking for this evaluation. The state will stand by her and figure out how we got here and we will find the answers for the families that have lost their loved ones. The state will not shrug off its responsibilities, and to that end, this is the first step. The next step after this will be determined by the results of this evaluation. Thank you for your consideration, Your Honor.